Hey guys, all right, so I wanted to kind of go through a video or a clip and talk about some things you could use in your paper. Okay, so one thing I don't think I've mentioned to you guys, but I'm going to use the one where we introduce Miles is introduced to Alaska. If you pick a scene that is mirrored in the book, feel free to find that scene in the book and use anything you need to, especially for that first paragraph on that scene and your symptom or characteristic, okay? Now, if you choose a scene that's not in the book, which there's several, you can't do that. But there might be some where you could pull some double duty and get more information, and it won't be quite as hard to pull examples between the two body paragraphs. Okay, so we're going to watch this, and I'm going to go through it. It may be kind of disjointed, but okay, so I guess this is bipolar maybe, but I'm going to do a body paragraph with the symptom of her mood changes, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this pretty short clip or scene of Pudge when he is first introduced to her, and then another clip, the really, really short one where after he gets thrown into the lake, he comes by her house or her dorm, and like she's super short with him, okay? And that's to show the sudden shift from good to bad, okay? And you could also use mania, I guess, here as well, where you are just extremely high, like happy with life, things are great, jazz hands, you know what I'm saying? Like super happy, okay? So I'm going to kind of talk over this a little bit. It's not going to be quite as loud, but so just come with me, guys. Okay, hold on.
You ever had 3 knocks? It's the eagle. Always knock once.
Oh my God, is that the Colonel? Get on in here!
Okay, so one of the first things, guys, I would notice, especially this is my first body paragraph, and I'm talking about actions, dialogue, things that, expressions kind of thing. All right, so here right now to show what a good mood she's in, like she's, oh my God, talking loud, talking hyper, talking fast. Okay, those are things, and I would pull out maybe some of the things that she says, like, put those in quotes in that first body paragraph. Okay, let's listen. And I don't know why it's in a different language down there, like Pakistan or something.
Oh, so get this.
What?
Okay, first.
Let's also not forget that she's like shrieking and making like those really girl noises when she hugs the Colonel.
Day of summer. I'm in Grand Old Van Station, Alabama.
Excited.
I'm with this guy, Justin. We're sitting on his couch watching TV. Mind
She's
you, I'm
talking
already
super
engaged,
fast.
right? I'm still dating him, miraculously enough.
Oh.
But Justin and I, we've been friends since we were kids. So we're just sitting on the couch watching The Office.
Okay, listen how she's talking and the way she's kind of dancing around and like, just super happy. Like it's almost like you can't take your eyes off of her, right? Because she is entertained, she is performing, and that's a pretty big one too, especially if you're talking about mania.
Talking about SATs or something, so we're just chatting. And I'm in the middle of a sentence about analogies when all of a sudden he just honks my boob.
No.
Just like that. Just like a much too firm 2-3 second honk. Can you believe it? And the first thing I thought was, okay.
Okay, what I find really funny is that she does this, and I don't even think she ever looks at Miles. Like she just like reaches out there, not even looking, and pulls his arm in. Okay, so all of those things to me, that's a good, like she's talking fast, she's using lots of gestures and expression, she's talking loudly. That's all I would even pull out in this scene in that first body paragraph. Okay, now going to the second body paragraph, which is the same thing, mood change, and we're talking about good stuff here, and looking at film devices. A couple of things I did notice is here, right in this next few parts, you will see reverse shot where we see Alaska talking, and then we see Miles. And to me, what's so telling in this scene is how enamored Miles is of her, right? Like his facial expression, he's like shocked. He looks like he's in deep water. Like he's just not, he's not functioning well. And he's super awkward. But I mean, it's really, you see her talking again, and then the reverse shot where you can really pull in the fact to show her face, her smile, how she never takes a breath, how she is just so enamored with the story. But then his reaction to her is what's so amazing. Like, how can she not be this mesmerizing person based solely on his reaction? So we'll watch a little.
How do I extricate this cloth?
I mean, look at his face.
Before it leaves
Right now.
permanent marks. And the second thing I thought was, I cannot wait to tell Takumi and the Colonel.
That's crazy.
You can let go now.
Okay, there's a reverse shot. Him, her.
Who's this guy laughing at my story?
My roommate, Miles to Go Halter, a.k.a. Pudge. Pudge memorizes people's last words. He also has money for these cigarettes. Pudge, this is Alaska. She got her boob honked this summer, which you are now well aware.
You really memorized last words?
Yeah. You want to quiz me?
JFK.
That's obvious.
So that little interchange right there with the reverse shot where we see his reaction to her, her reaction to him, it just really pulls in how just happy she is, okay? Now, another film device that I would talk about is lighting. And you could call it key lighting. You could call it, I think I would go with natural light because there's so much in here. From this window, because it seems to fall directly on her. Then there is light from this window over here. So it's just really, and there's like little sunbeams everywhere. I don't think I've said that word since I was little, sunbeams, but it's really pretty. And look at this light here. There's lots of natural, pretty light, and it seems to make this scene like, you know, it's a good scene. Right? There's no shadows. There's no, nothing ominous seems to be about here. So lighting to me plays a lot here. I hadn't really noticed the music.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if they
Is it
had
now?
any
Oh, no.
music. Hold on.
Those are his last words.
Okay, so I can't remember.
You ever hear 3 knocks? It's the eagle. Always knock once.
Oh my God, is that the Colonel? Get on in here! Oh, so get this.
What?
Okay, first day of summer.
So yeah, you do hear a song in the background, and it is light, airy, popish, again, reflecting her mood. Okay, you see how these things I'm pulling out are simple, but how easy it is to show how they're highlighting whatever it is you're trying to show, okay? Something else that's a little bit, it may take a little bit of doing to do, but his reaction to her room also reflects like her attitude, her kind of aura, if you want, you know, like her free spirit, fun-loving. You know, the room just kind of also reflects her personality, which is what we're kind of talking about at the moment, okay? So none of these, and you could also talk about mid shots. There was a lot of those where you saw the Colonel and Alaska together. So you saw still some of her environment, her room, and then you saw them in conversation, which also could be shown that we're seeing her interaction with him, this really fun, you know, reunion kind of thing, okay? So lots of things just in what, 143 minutes that we have here, a lot of things that you could pull out and use, okay? And then like the way I would do this, if you're doing mood changes, I would just, in my topic sentence, I would describe this scene, okay? And then I would introduce later in a scene in the same episode, and then I would just describe it, and I would quickly come in and just do a couple of things. You really only need to have one scene per body paragraph, right? You know, one for actions and dialogue, and then the other, the same scene, and you're talking about film devices. But I know if you're trying to do mood changes, you're probably trying to coordinate two, okay? Because there's not, I don't know if there's a scene where you see her happy and sad, like in the same thing. If there is, use it. But if not, you're going to have to use two scenes. Just make sure they're not super long, okay? All right, I hope this helps, guys.